Welcome to the Wolf of the West YouTube channel. Today I will be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Hope everyone enjoys, and let's get straight to it. Until Endgame, I try my best to keep up with the whole MCU. After watching dozens of Marvel movies, my memory gets pretty blurry. I watched this movie around the time it came out, but that was at least 7 years ago, and after rewatching it, it felt like a new experience. The story starts off with our protagonist Peter Quill, aka STARLORD, searching for a metal orb on a foreign planet. This orb has a buyer that is willing to pay Pete for it. We are introduced to him while he is dancing to music in his headphones. He obtains the orb and heads to another planet to receive his payment. The buyer finds out an evil villain, Ronan, is searching for the orb, so now he wants no parts of it. Soon Pete meets Gamora, Groot, and Rocket. These four fight each other over financial gain, but all of them are thrown in prison. At this prison, they meet Drax. The five of them escape and plan to sell the orb on the black market. They soon learn that the orb contains an Infinity Stone and that once Ronan gets his hands on it, he will destroy the whole galaxy. These five build a team to stop Ronan, hence the name Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy has a very fun and entertaining story. The narrative is very simple and nothing complicated. The writing doesn't blow you away, and it's not trying to. This was obviously a movie to just have fun and laugh at. Everything is pretty fast paced, and I don't remember any boring or unnecessary scenes. The comedy is the main selling point. Peter and Rocket are both constantly having you laugh throughout the movie. The cast builds chemistry very quickly and calls each other friends throughout. It's pretty easy to call them Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad or vice versa. Their relationships were a bit rushed in my opinion, especially for five people with pretty untrustworthy history. I wish we got to see a bit more of them learning to get along rather than starting as enemies then being best friends 15 minutes later. Speaking of relationships, Drax felt pretty left out and forgettable. Rocket has a strong bond with Groot, and Peter is building a bond with Gamora. Drax on the other hand is just kinda there. Hopefully in the second movie he becomes a better fit. The production in Guardians of the Galaxy is very solid. The soundtrack definitely carried in this genre. Multiple classic songs played throughout the movie, and it was very fitting and added a lot of personality to the experience. The fight scenes are pretty good, but they didn't blow me away. Maybe I've been spoiled by the newer MCU big budget battles, but this movie's fights weren't bad but were forgettable. On the bright side, I did love the CGI for the characters. The four supporting characters all look great and very realistic. Rocket and Groot are easily one of the best duos in Marvel. Their origins are unknown, but they are both bounty hunters who make a great team. Rocket is definitely the funniest character in the MCU. Almost all of his lines are comedy. Bradley Cooper basically stole the show with his Rocket performance. The pairing of Rocket and Groot makes a lot of sense. Rocket is a genius who talks a lot but is physically weak. Groot has limited communication skills but is very physically strong. These two were a match made in heaven. Groot's wholesomeness towards non-threats is perfect next to Rocket's aggressive mindset. Peter Quill is very far from the usual superhero protagonist. He's kinda like if Deadpool was kid-friendly. He's very goofy and charismatic. We are introduced to him as a young child. His mother's on her deathbed and gives him a final gift, a cassette tape of old school party music. Music means a lot to Star-Lord. He even risks his life to get back the cassette tape from the guard during the breakout mission. The songs and dances really gave this movie life and was the most important aspect in my opinion. Peter was captured by space bandits immediately after his mother died. These bandits raised him and he became one of them. Even though he's a bandit, he still has a good heart, risking his life to save Gamora and bringing the whole team together to save the galaxy from Ronan. Before I get to the final review, let's talk about my 3 favorite moments. Gamora and Peter were slowly developing a romance. It was very sweet to see him showing her music and trying to get her to dance with him. This moment was short-lived, but was a great character building experience. This was less of a scene and more of a moment. The name Star-Lord is made fun of by basically everyone who hears it. I thought Peter himself just made it up because it sounded cool. But when we saw his mother call him Star-Lord in her final message, it was beyond wholesome. This whole time, Peter has been wanting everyone to call him by the nickname his mother gave him. The 2 best scenes both revolve around Groot. Groot expanding his limbs around the team during the ship crash was an emotional moment. He sacrificed himself to save his only friends. During the last scene, Groot once again steals the show. This time, it was baby Groot. Rocket has planted the leftover roots from Groot's body, and now he lives again. During this scene, he dances in the pot, pausing every time Drax glances at him. This was personally my favorite scene, and I'm glad Groot survives. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was a fun adventure. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie, but didn't have the writing or production to quite push itself into a higher tier. It's on Disney Plus and it's fun to watch. I haven't seen a second of the second movie, so I'm considering watching it and reviewing that one also. Thanks for making it this far. I hope you enjoyed my quick review of the Guardians of the Galaxy. All likes and comments are greatly appreciated and they help my channel grow. Thanks for staying and have a blessed day.